Hey guys, it's me, KAYMIN, and I'm here to review neo-jazz, hyper-pop, EDM, funk fusion band. It's a new album, the power duo of Lewis Cole and Genevieve Atradi. And anyway, if you're into if you know, they're the kind of band that they're just very unique. I wanted to talk about this album. I bought it earlier this year, and when it came out in like March or whenever it came out, on Bandcamp, and it came with a bonus track called Bonus Track, classic Noah Humour. And I've been listening to it for a little while actually, and yeah, I just think it's quite phenomenal, really. If you listen to it, I think for newcomers, I don't know if it's exactly something you listen to. Maybe you listen to The Government Knows and some of their other singles from other albums from like Noah Rules and stuff. But what I love about it is that the production quality is like they've always been very like post-production, like pre-production, like electronic instruments and a lot of all this like just crazy like blending of funk and high production electronic music and EDM funk, like to make this extraordinary sound. But this new album's different because everything seems to be recorded live and with just like a layer of MIDI instruments here and there, and then like the Metropolitan Orchestra and like just mono neon bass playing. The singer from Thirsty Merc and like all the usual fan favorites, Jacob Mann and Sam Gendel, I think it's his name. And anyway, it's just I don't know if I can how to describe the genre. Like the sound is so unique. It's like similar to a band like Dirty Loops, but there's so much more, or Snarky Puppy, but like the level of sound is like it's funk music and then it's jazz, but then fusion with all these weird, crazy syncopated rhythms and polyrhythms and amazing harmony, and virtuoso singing and harmony, like everything's on point. But it's so like just thinking about the singer Genevieve, her singing is it's so aggressive and it has a punch to it, yet it is so almost like feminine. Like it's actually soft. She's like a soft, tender voice, but the way she sings it just gives it some kind of gritty edge to it. I don't know. It's very interesting, and just like the combination of there'll be orchestral sections within this like almost like Meshuggah-esque metal breakdowns, but it's being played on a synthesizer. Like in the same song, there's a jazz fusion piano solo. Like, what kind of genre is that? Like, it's jazz fusion, I guess, but it's just so many combinations of things that are like, and the inspiration of EDM and electronic music just makes this way they play their songs different. Like, I don't know any other album that sounds like this. If you're looking for something that's musically intricate and complex, dynamic, if you really like those little things, those little sounds, those one-off moments, this album is really full of those. It's robust in them, and you can almost hear the sound, the influence that Lewis Cole's artistic direction has been taking from the last few of his solo projects has finally kind of come to fruition, kind of impacting this Noah album in a way that it really sounds like the pinnacle of the best parts of Noah and Genevieve's Atradi's and the best parts of Lewis Cole combining to make something that wasn't quite the last few albums by Noah. And it's something very beautiful and unique. I think that if you have the time to listen to it, I think you should. I think that some things that are lacking, which is actually something, I'm trying to think because I feel like I should say something negative about every single thing every piece of music I talk about, just for fairness, I guess. I think it's not something I dislike. I think though, but the lyrics necessarily on the album, I'm not fully drawn into the lyrics. I think they're effective lyrics and they're pretty playful at times. The song titles are great. I think they're interesting lyrics, but they're not necessarily my bag, But I'm not necessarily. That's more of a singer-songwriter type deal. Like you listen to singer-songwriters to hear that kind of sound, like that kind of type of lyrics, storytelling type of lyrics. But if you listen to bands more often, the lyrics are more like, not all bands, but like bands, particularly like fusion bands. I feel like the lyrics are going to be more in service to the song, doing a service to the song, but they're not necessarily the whole purpose of the song, which is kind of something that is not, there's actually subjective to the music. I love the lyrics, actually. They're good. they're just I suppose that's just me trying to be critical and find something wrong with it, but it's not really wrong, it's more subjective. But yeah, like, you're not listening to Noah for John Mayer lyrics, you're listening to Noah for the awesome vocal deliveries and awesome intricate music. Like, it's phenomenal. And I just think some of my favorites would be Real Nice Moment. Has something so beautiful about the vocal harmonies at the end, the a cappella at the end. It just touches your soul. And like the way they combine that with the synth, arpeggio synth, and in the video, they're playing that shit with their hands. That's not an arpeggiated synth that you just hold down and it goes through the sequence of notes. They're actually playing that shit, and it's so tight. I can't believe how that they're playing that with their hands. And the way, you know, Modern Neon played bass on that song, like, the groove is on point, but there's just the sound palette to combine that with that synth, with piano, real piano, not MIDI piano, and like the groove, like, it's funky, but it's like slow, but it's not, because it's kind of fast, but it's not. Like, I don't know what BPMs it is, but I think it's probably not that high BPMs, but it's like something like that. I don't know what BPM that is, but that's pretty like medium of the road, isn't it? But it still feels fast, like, because of that arpeggioed thing going on. And another favourite of mine, I guess, I don't know, Crash the Car's cool. I think I liked that the most at first. It's like got a Steely Dan feel to it with that saxophone solo. There's so many great features on this album. I don't know the names of all the musicians. Forgive me for that, guys, because you're all amazing. Yeah, it's just that one's very good. I really like the third track, the orchestral track, and I don't know, all of them are so good. I think track 9's pretty good. Now, we're talking about the bonus song called Bonus Song. You know, it's fine. It's a groove that just changes in its it's got a meter change in it, which is kind of interesting, but it sounds like a video game song, which is kind of quite the Lewis Cole influence probably in there, like, but it's good. And I think lastly, I'll just say that I think that I don't know, these musicians feel like it feels like a modern classic, really. That's gonna really, I feel it's gonna go under the radar for the mainstream, but like, it's really, I feel like we're listening to the modern greats of jazz, like the Bill Evans of today, the Coltrane of today. Like, this is them, like, you know, really innovative jazz fusion. Like, you know, Lewis Cole, Genevieve Atreides, it's hard to pronounce the name for me sometimes, sorry about that, Genevieve, of your music as well. And, you know, like, all those cats, like Jacob Mann, Rye Thistle, or whatever, the guy from Thirsty Merc, you know, Sam Gendel, and then, like, you know, you got Snuggy Puppy and Jacob Collier and all those other people in that other scene, like, but they're so popular, like Wolfpack and Corey Wong, like, they're all so popular that they're kind of, like, a little bit above, like, this, in the pop culture theos atmosphere, like, but these guys are, like, they're not on the top, but they're just here in the undercurrent where they're still around for people to listen to, but they're just a little bit underappreciated, and I think they deserve more. So I really think if you really want to hear some great stuff, if you're a fan of those other artists, Wolfpack and Scary Pockets and Jacob Collier and Thundercat and all that, I think you should really listen to Genevieve Atreides' last 2 albums and anything by Lewis Cole, because Lewis Cole listens to everything, and Noah, definitely listen to this Noah album. It's phenomenal. Other than that, I think I think that's it. Yeah. I'm gonna eat some dip, some olive dip and crackers, and I'll catch you next time.